This video will talk about the top fattest island in the world.
Yes, healthcare providers pay significant attention to obesity, as it is a serious public health issue of the modern time. This problem could cause numerous concerns due to significant financial and health load that is forced on the population, particularly those living in the Pacific Islands. The epidemic obesity in the Pacific Islands requires thorough examination as burden posed on the financial and healthcare system. Also, medical facilities and household is critical. And now we're going to talk about 5 specific islands. The population of this island is one of the fattest one in the world due to the poor diet, lack of physical activity, smoking, alcohol consumption, globalization, and increased international trades. The ages that are having obesity are teenagers of 15 and above. Obesity is a chronic disease. The most prevalent obesity diseases are type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, hypertension, and depression, particularly in young people. These diseases come from junk food and unhealthy lifestyle, and they have low physical activities. 81% new residents age 50 and over are obese. Obesity-related diseases are cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, stroke, cardiovascular diseases, and respiratory illnesses. Highly processed food with significant amount of sugar, saturated fat, and salt is cheaper to buy. Therefore, the new population prefers to consume junk food, avoiding the adverse consequences of their choice, just because of the financial aid. The primary goal is to ensure that both young and adult people are supported and encouraged to live healthy lives and eat healthy food, a healthy lifestyle, activity and sports, and also change traditional attitudes and cultural beliefs to reduce health risks. These diseases come from junk food and unhealthy lifestyle, and they have low physical activities. Tonga is a Polynesian country that consists of 169 islands, and 36 of them are inhabited. The area is 290 square miles. The reason why Tonga's population is the fattest in the world is because, first, poor nutrition, lack of physical exercise, culture, urbanization, and the lack of fruits and vegetables in the diet of modern Tongans, which they have lack of funds due to the high cost of dialysis, which is $40,000. Those 4 points explain that culture and urbanization aren't providing for them fruit and vegetables, which lead them to eat unhealthy food and go into unhealthy restaurants like eating junk food, for an example McDonald's, KFC, etc. So this is one reason that it causes to lack of fruits and vegetables, where people can't grow fruits or any other kind of vegetables in their land, and which lead them into unhealthy lifestyle. In order to reach success and improve the population's well-being, the strategy for this should focus on the promotion of a healthy lifestyle, physical activity, diet based on fruits and vegetables, and review over personal choices. It can be possible to achieve through balancing the health and financial cost. Therefore, the strategies will focus on banning junk food and the restriction of unhealthful import so that the population can consume naturally.
Hi, this is me Aisha, and I'm gonna talk about the third island. It is another island that suffers from obesity. It is an island country that is located in the South Pacific Ocean. It is the smallest island nation in the world, with a population size less than 11,000. The age and sex structure indicated that Nauru has a high birth rate that is higher in female more than the male, and high death rate with short life expectancy. Most of the population in Nauru are in the reproductive age, while the rest are in the post-reproductive age. So, Nauru Island will need more health care and house nursing in the future for these people. Nauru is considered as one of the fattest countries in the world, with an average BMI of 34 to 35, where 97% of men and 93% of women are overweight or obese. Obesity rate in Nauru has increased as a result of the high consumption of alcohol, lack of physical activity, and unhealthy diet. That's mean Nauruan people are at high risk of getting diabetes, hypertension, cardiovascular disease, and high blood cholesterol. According to World Health Organization data, children between 5 to 19 years old are the most affected age group by obesity. There is at least 20% of them are obese. So, if most of the children are obese, then adults are also obese. Those obese people need health care that includes medicines and specialized equipment. Thus, the island will be cashing a lot of money to provide these things. And now, let's talk about Cook Island. Cook Island is a group of 15 islands that are located in the South Pacific Ocean. The population size of Cook Island is 18,324. Approximately 72% of the population live in Rarotonga Island, which is the capital of Cook Island, and 20% of them live in the Southern Group Islands, while 7% live in the Northern Group Islands. According to the age and sex structure, Cook Island has a high birth rate and low death rate with long life expectancy and total fertility rate above 2. As a future plan, Cook Island will need more schools, job opportunities, and universities. Cook Island is considered as one of the top fattest islands in the world, where over 50% of the population is obese, and that back to lack of exercise and poor diet. But the main reason in Cook Island is replacing the healthy traditional food with the processed food. Adults are the most age group affected by obesity, where the obesity adult prevalence rate is 55.9%. As a result of this high rate of obesity, cardiovascular disease becomes the most prevalent disease, followed by diabetes, hypertension, and high blood cholesterol. Here are some solutions. People should have a healthy diet that is rich in protein, carbohydrates, vitamins, and minerals, also to be as active as they can. The special recommendation for adults are aerobic and muscles activities, at least 5 hours per week, whereas children must stay active as possible. Since the rate of obesity is extremely high in the Cook Island, it is certain that the prevalent rate of disease is also high, and that causes the country to spend more money to treat these people and provide them with appropriate health care, which in turn leads to decline the economy of the island. So, because of that, the government made some strategies to deal with obesity-related issues, such as increasing soft drink taxes, control the marketing that targeting children, and put policies to promote a healthy diet and exercise.
Hello, I am Asma, and today I'm going to talk about the fifth island, which is the Samoa Island. And I'll be covering these points in details in the next slides. So why is Samoa Island the fattest in the world? This is because, firstly, they mostly rely on processed food. Locals find it more convenient to buy canned food because it costs cheaper and lasts longer. Second, the healthcare facilities are very remote. Therefore, Samoans are physically inactive. So third, most of the Samoans have lack of awareness regarding the healthy food intake. And lastly, research has found that around half of all Samoans community have a genetic tendency of gaining weight and have a high risk of becoming obese. Moving on to which age group is most affected by obesity in Samoa Island. According to Wallison, 9 out of every 10 adults in Samoa Island are overweight or obese. Although there has been no exact updated figure from the last decade, but still, the rate is very high among adults. Moreover, on gender basis, around 80% of Samoan men and about 90% of Samoan women were obese till 2010. As Samoa has one of the highest obesity rates in the world, it's the reason that almost 1/3 of Samoan population have diabetes. This deadly disease is silently killing the Samoan at an early age. This health problem has followed by the heart issues that are entangled with the unhealthy eating habits of Samoans. Obesity is a preventable disease, but it can cause a high health, financial, and economic burden on the economy of any country. Samoa Island government is now spending a lot of money to provide health services. This can be very costly to the country. The second most concerning issue, which is the health cost issue due to obesity. This disease is being transferred from one generation to another, causing diabetic diseases and heart issues to the local people. Samoa government is now taking action and strategies in stopping obesity, and they have taken these steps to prevent obesity. First, they're promoting the natural and local agricultural system to enhance the production of South Pacific vegetables and fruits, and also are encouraging people to buy them. Secondly, they're making the local food cheaper to encourage the accessibility of traditional food for poor families. Thirdly, they're organizing seminars among pregnant women to stop them against the excess sugar intake during their pregnancies to avoid obesity in their unborn child. In conclusion, the lack of physical activity, poor lifestyle, and excessive consumption of fast food are the main causes of obesity in the Pacific Island countries. Therefore, severe actions need to be made in order to solve the problems of obesity. This is the end of our video. Bye bye, hope you enjoyed it and thank you for listening.